My name is Melanie Barnes. I'm a consultant solicitor and mediator at Shed and Family Law, and I'll be running through 5 benefits of mediation. 1. Mediation is a process that helps you sort out your problems together. At the end of a relationship, it's really normal for someone to feel disconnected with their partner or even themselves. And when we start thinking like that, we often retreat into our own inner world, and that's when it's hard to talk about how you feel or even listen to how the other person feels. And it's also easier to get trapped in that I am right, you are wrong way of thinking, which we all do, but it usually just ends up with us feeling frustrated or angry with the other person. A mediator is a neutral and independent person who really understands conflict, and they can help you connect with the other person so that it's more easy for you to hear what they're saying and to sort things out without getting stuck. 2. Mediation is a process that you will be in control of, and that means that you can decide what you want to talk about and what's important to you, whether those problems are practical, emotional or financial. I mean, every family is unique and every individual is different. So rather than going to court where you'll be looking at legal issues, you get to decide what's on the agenda and you can decide what options you want to discuss. Mediation is also a private process. So usually at a session there'll just be you, your ex-partner and the mediator. So all of the discussions you have are going to be confidential. 3, and this is probably the most important, mediation can really reduce the impact of conflict on children. So even though you might be ending your relationship with your partner, you're probably going to have to still work together for the children. And look, parenting can be really hard when you feel emotional or overwhelmed. And a mediator can help you work together in a way that makes co-parenting easier. And there's also a lot of research about at the moment that shows that a child's character and their resilience continues to develop all the way through childhood, even through the early years of being an adult. And so it's really important for them that they continue to be nurtured and comforted from you and listened so they can grow into happy and healthy individuals. And they're actually going to be learning how to resolve their future problems by how you resolve yours. 4. Mediation is less expensive than going to court. And people have some idea that legal costs are high, but I don't think they really understand just how high those costs can be. You're going to have to be paying for ongoing legal support throughout proceedings, sharing the costs of any experts' fees like valuations or pension experts, and you're also going to have to pay for representation by a solicitor or barrister at all of the hearings. And if that's a final trial, that might go on for 2 or 3 days. In contrast to that, mediation is a fraction of that cost, and the fees can also be shared with your partner. And for international families, they can also save costs on all of the toing and froing from UK, because mediation can also take place online, and that's a service we also offer at Shed and Family Law. And lastly, number 5, mediation is a lot less stressful and quicker than going to court. And for a lot of people, what they say is the worst thing about having a dispute sorted at court is the length of time it takes. And that's because they're often feeling upset and angry and frustrated, and that can go on for a really long time. And they feel that they're just not able to resolve things. I mean, each family is different, but on average, we'd probably see couples coming to between 3 and 5 sessions with 2 weeks in between. So that means that you're able to resolve issues in a few weeks maybe, rather than a few months, and you'll be able to move on with your lives a lot quicker. So, how does it work? Well, we would usually meet with each person for around an hour individually, and then we'd arrange for a joint session for you both to attend. It's really up to you what you discuss. Some people just want to improve communication, others want a bit more of a formal agreement. So if you're at mediation and you both want to come up with some options, then we can summarise that in a more formal document, and that can give you a bit more time to think things through or take independent legal advice. So if you're interested in finding out more about mediation, please feel free to contact us at our Woburn office on 01525 292 450 or visit our website www.shedandfamilylaw.co.uk.